I actually really like the setup we have right now of doing spaces with, obviously you got the YouTube live stream and everything, and then you've also got the Threadcast. And I think this is going to be how it works for the foreseeable future, until something, were to change our minds about the benefit, the cost benefit of doing it. Um, but the one of the killer features that has emerged on accident is Threadcasts. So it wasn't something that we like intentionally set out to do. But I really think that it's a killer feature. And the more that we can streamline, the sign up process and the Threadcasts in general, add more features to them, make them better. I could see a future, not too far away in the next couple of months where there are some, major X influencers that use Threadcasts in conjunction with their spaces. And it creates a kind of synergistic relationship between X and Inleo. There's no reason that we got to fight every platform and create every feature that's out there. We should focus on what we do really well, and that is putting engagement on a blockchain, putting immutable digital identities on a blockchain, allowing people to interact with them, with a low barrier to entry, allowing influencers from X to reward their audience. I think that's going to be a big reason that X influencers would even use it in the first place. Is like, there are a lot of influencers that are like, how do I get more engagement in my spaces? How do I get people to show up? Is probably the number one thing. And we've kind of learned this through working with Breads and Ice, who are the two influencers that we onboarded first to kind of gain some experience with. Their real mission is, how do I get more people into my space? How do I get more engagement in my space? And we've got an incredible, amazing platform where you can bring your audience in one space in a Threadcast in conjunction with the X space, and then you can upvote all of their comments. So you are incentivizing them to, number one, show up, and number two, engage with you. And X, as it stands, does not have a good chat feature. So, Threadcasts are kind of designed to be like a twitch.tv live chat room. And I think there's a lot of low-hanging fruit to actually improve Threadcasts in the future. So there's going to be, kind of a dual focus for us to, one, improve Threadcasts, and two, convince influencers to get on Threadcasts and use them to create more engagement and audience viewership on their spaces. So that's going to be something that we focus pretty heavily on, in my opinion. And that's my long way of saying that I see more value actually in not building it than in building our own version of spaces.